Once you have saved the SPI header, you can add the remaining information by accessing each of the sections individually. U.S. and Canada programs will include a section called Getting There that includes information about how participants can get to the start and from the end locations via air, train, bus, or ferry. At least one Getting There record is required. Because we are building the SPI from scratch, no records exist, but you have the option of using records that are on your SPI master. You should always start by clicking the Copy from Master link to see what Getting There records you have. Select as many as are appropriate and click the Copy Records button. You will see a confirmation message. Click the Back to SPI link to return to the date SPI, where you will see the records you just copied. If you need to add a brand new Getting There record, click the Add New link. Enter the information, then click the ABC Spell Check button to check for spelling errors. Check the Save to Master box before clicking the Save link to save this Getting There record to your SPI master list as well. Repeat these steps for each of the additional transportation options you want to add. The Driving Directions section appears for U.S. and Canada programs and is used to describe the means of traveling to your program by car. At least one driving directions record is required. Again, no records exist for our brand new SPI. Click the Copy from Master link to see what driving directions records you have. Select as many as are appropriate and click the Copy Records button. You will see a confirmation message. Click the Back to SPI link to return to the date SPI, where you will see the records you just copied. If you need to add a brand new driving direction record, click the Add New link. Enter the information, then click the ABC Spell Check button to check for spelling errors. Check the Save to Master box before clicking the Save link to save this driving direction record to your SPI master list as well. Repeat these steps for each set of directions you want to add. The next section of the SPI is the Itinerary, which is where you will include all information relevant to the daily activities in the program. This is where you begin to load and associate the overnight location and the accommodation information for each day. When the SPI header was saved, a record for each program day based on the program start and end dates was created. Each day has a header, followed by individual elements of the day. It is here that you will complete each day's listing. Before you begin, you must first select all of the locations and accommodations that you will use throughout the entire program itinerary. Click the Add Edit Location link at the top of the itinerary. You will see two links. Add New to add and save a new location record along with free time information, and Copy from Master to view and select a location record from your master list. You should always start by clicking the Copy from Master link to see what location records you already have. International programs that include travel will see a location of in-flight. This location is used for any day that the group is flying overnight to their destination, or for days lost in transit, such as when crossing the international date line. Check the box to the left of the location names for as many as are appropriate for the entire SPI, and click the Copy Selected Records button. You will see a confirmation message. Click the Select Location link in the red thread, or the You must click here to return to the Locations link to return to the Add Edit a Location page. Some browsers may ask you to confirm that you are closing this window to return to another. There is also a Back to Select Locations link at the bottom of the page. If you need to add a brand new location free time record, click the Add New link. Click the yellow icon to see the instructions for entering locations and free time information. Enter the information, then click the ABC Spell Check button to check for spelling errors. Check the Save to Master box before clicking the Save link to save this location record to your SPI master list as well. Now you can add free time information for this location. Click the Add New link, enter your information, and click the Save link. Now you have a list of all the locations that will be used on your SPI. When entering information for each day, you will simply select the day's location from this short list. For each location, you will see links to the right. The Edit link allows you to make changes to the location for just this SPI. The Edit Master list will appear if you copied the record from the SPI Master, and is used if you want to make changes to this location record for all SPIs that use this record from the master list. The Delete link is used to delete the location record from just this SPI. The record is not deleted from the SPI master list. Click the Close and Return to SPI link to complete the list of locations that will be available for each day of this SPI. Now let's repeat the process for accommodations using the Add Edit Accommodation link at the top of the itinerary. Each day that includes an overnight must include an accommodation record. The last day of the program should never include an accommodation record, as it will misrepresent the total number of nights included in your program on the Road Scholar website. Once you have checked and updated your accommodations list just like locations, you will have a short list to select from when entering information for each day. So now that we've selected all of our locations and accommodations, it's time to begin editing the information for each day. Click on the pencil icon for day 1. Enter the highlights and activity notes. Every day in the itinerary must have an overnight location associated to it, even for the last day. Select the location for day 1. Select the accommodation facility, hotel, inn, etc., where the group will spend the night. If the day includes an overnight flight, select in-flight for the location and don't select an accommodation. Click the ABC Spell Check button to check for spelling errors, then click the floppy disk save icon to save the record. Now we can either move on to the header for day 2, or we can enter the details of day 1 by clicking the Day 1 Details Show Hide link. Click the Add Itinerary Detail link to add a detail record. For most traditional US and Canada programs, the first item on day 1 should be the afternoon arrival, followed by dinner and possibly an after-dinner activity. Enter the type of afternoon and a description for the check-in time. Skip the meal included field for this entry. Enter the appropriate activity counts. Click Spell Check and save. Repeat for dinner, this time selecting Yes for the meal included, and repeat again for the after-dinner activity. For programs with an overnight flight, day 1 will include just one record, the type of in-transit, and a description of overnight flights from North America. Click the Save icon. Now we can move on to editing day 2, first adding the highlights, activity notes, and selecting the location and accommodation. You only select one accommodation unless you are offering participants the choice of accommodation for that night. If you select 2 accommodations, the website will display them as Lodging 1 or Lodging 2. Click the ABC Spell Check button to check for spelling errors, then click the floppy disk save icon to save the record. Click the Day 2 Details Show Hide link and then the Add Itinerary Detail link to add the details for day 2. Continue this process for all days of the itinerary. The last day should have the location from which the participants depart, but don't select an accommodation since there are no overnight accommodations on the last program day. This is the end of Part 2. Continue by viewing Part 3.